Friends, in this video I am going to show you how to enable or how to use the remote tracing in Pega. So in real-time scenarios, remote tracing usage of the remote tracing is very required. Why? Because all the users who have an access to the Pega application, they don't have a dev access. That means a developer access. Lot of end users or lot of end customers, they can access their application, they can access their loan applications or finance applications or insurance applications, etc., as a end users. That means nothing but a customers. They can log in into their application using single sign-on authentication or by using the basic authentication, etc., but they will be landed on the portals, either customer portal or admin portal or user portal, which is nothing but a case worker portal or manager portal, etc. So when they are accessing the application, when they are opening or performing a particular action, unfortunately one of the functionality is not working as expected. So in such a scenarios, if you want to trace their session, that means if you want to trace that remote user session, normally when you log in into your Pega application, when you click on tracer, you can see what's going on in your login. What's going on in your login? For example, when I click on this one, okay, when I click on this one, what's happening? Everything can be traced. Everything can be traced in the tracer, and you can see that as well. You can see that as well. But here you cannot trace or you cannot debug the remote user session. So very important in the real time. So that's why you must understand. You must try to try to understand how to use this remote tracer, because a lot of business users will access the application. Sometimes you need to trace their session because you don't know, right, what's happening. Even in logs also you cannot find out. Even logs also you cannot find out. When the business user will create a ticket, when I click on this drop down, when I click on this button, when I select this drop down, I'm getting some blank screen, etc. I don't know what's happening. Then even if you can break your head also, you cannot find out the reason, unless and until if you can verify the logs or you can debug it. So then what is the way? How do you trace that remote user session? So the option is, Pega provided an option in the admin studio. Go to the admin studio, go to the admin studio. The moment when you switch to the admin studio, here what is happening? Assuming I have opened a different browser, assuming from this different browser, one other user is trying to access the application. Now I am getting this login. I am getting this login page. Now come back to your dev studio. That means in the admin studio. Currently, how many number of users here? Currently, how many number of users? Only one user is logged into the application. See this one. Currently, one user is logged into the Pega application. Just click on this one users who logged into the Pega application, because other remote user still not logged into the application. All nodes, all okay. Now here you need to understand the requester type. What is the requester type? Obviously browser. I am using the browser. So the requester type is browser. Now the requester type is browser. Click on apply. See, one user, the requester type of browser, one user is having the operator ID, other user doesn't have an operator ID. Other user doesn't have an operator ID. Now, who is the other user? This guy. He did not logged into the application, but he accessed the login page. He accessed the login page. Then why did we select this? You have to wait until he log in into the Pega application, then you can select it, right? But my requirement is user facing an issue while logging into the application. My requirement is user facing an issue while logging into the application. Now how can I trace it? First, when he logged into the application, when he accessed the Pega application, see, this is the request ID, type is browser. Till now he did not logged into the application, that's why operator ID is none. Now what I am going to do now, just click on this and trace. Just click on this and trace. Now while logging, after entering the username and password, click on that login button. What's happening also you can easily understand. You can easily understand. Now what I am doing, just click on trace. And even at this moment, if you want to see the clipboard also, you can see the clipboard, view clipboard. See, currently this is the standard thread. Only how many number of threads? Only one thread. These are the pages. These are the pages. It doesn't have any pages. Even PY portal, etc. Nothing. See, in the interview point of view also, they will ask you some questions. So how can I trace the user session without a login? How can I trace the user session, remote user session, but still he did not log into the application? So what are the data, what are the pages which are available in the clipboard, etc.? Boss, uh, try the way of learning Pega is very easy, but only thing is you have to just explore the things. That's it. I am telling you, in many videos also I have explained. Please explore what is going on, what is happening inside the tool. Just please keep watch for some time, later you can explore. That's it. This is not like a if else condition logic. If you have a logic, I have algorithm knowledge, I have a logics knowledge, I have programming knowledge, then okay, you can write anytime. You can write, if I given a problem to you, you can write anytime, no problem. But this is not like that. You have to understand the what are the features which are available in the Pega tool and how this tool is behaving. You have to understand pin to pin, then only you can work on. Now here, see how many number of pages. See, system pages also doesn't have. There is no data pages, there is no linked property pages. Is there any linked property pages? System pages doesn't have. Now what I am doing, click on trace. Now the operate type is browser, operator ID is none. Operator ID is none. You can select those requested type. And even here you can see also how many number of threads, 4 threads. How many number of pages? 99 pages. Across 4 threads I have a 99 pages. So here how many number of threads? Only one thread, which is nothing but a standard thread. How many number of pages? 5 pages. 5 pages. See, something what's happening. Okay, so let's trace this one. I want to see the remote user trace. In the real time, the development is one part, and testing, debugging, identifying the issue, that is another part. Okay, it's very difficult sometimes to understand the issue, to identify the issue in Pega. Okay, even it's not like a compilation error or runtime errors. It's a very difficult to understand, to identify the issue in Pega. Okay, so what's happening? So let's, okay, let me close this browser and open again. I'm just logging into my dev studio again. What happened? Localhost PR web. Now again I'm switching back to the admin studio. Admin studio still how many number of users? You can find it out here. 3 users now. Surprising. Why 3 users? Let's see. Okay, now the request type is browser. Okay, so 3 admin user sessions. What about this user session? Just click on. Now you will get one more user session here. Actions. Refresh. Now the type is browser. So see this one none. Now what I'm going to do is I want to trace his session. Click on trace. Okay. Now I am login with different operator ID admin2 rules 1 2 3. Now see whether seen like this. You can see the remote tracer like this. Now here during the login, if the user is facing an issue during the login also, you can easily identify it, because first time you have to select the requester whose operator ID is none. Remember this. Okay. Now he successfully logging into the application. Later at any point of time also you can see the tracer. Now time being what I am doing, okay, not required. Now I just want to pass because he successfully logged in. If you want, you can clear that tracer also. Now if you want to see what is happening during the login, what activities, what rules are calling internally, if you want to know that also, you can do like this. Okay. Okay, now I'm logged into the particular portal application, because assuming he is the end user. That happened very slow. Now see, this is the end user portal. Now here, if the user is performing any operation, now again if I want, I can enable the tracer. But before that, let's see now actions. Just refresh. Now this time this none becomes an operator ID admin 2. Now this none becomes an operator ID admin 2. This is the node ID. This is etc. Threads number of 2, etc. Okay. Status traced. Status traced. Now if you want, okay, now he is in landing page. Now if you want to see when the user is click on, if you want to see when the user is click on any one of this link. Okay, so for example, if you want to see when the user is click on car loan, now I want to enable the tracer. Let's see what is happening. Just click on play. That's it, because already tracer is enabled, right? Dashboard. Now see the tracer. See how many number of rules like this. uh, you can use this remote tracer option from the admin studio. You can trace the another user session by using the requester id, by using the requester id. This is very very important in the real time to identify the issues. Okay. Now similarly, if you want to see the remote user clipboard status, because here you cannot see the clipboard status, right? Because he logged into the operator logged into the portals, but what whether the data is loading or not, how do you confirm whether the data is present in the clipboard or not? From your session you can easily check. Okay, when you click on this clipboard you can see the data, what type of data is present, but that is only for your session. But what about the remote user session? For remote user session also, just click on, see this one, view clipboard. Now see, this is the requester id. Now you can see the remote user session, remote pega clipboard. See this one, remote pega clipboard. Now in the remote user session also, this one. For example, if the remote user is opened any work object, let's see, if the remote user is opened the work object. Now he is opening E4002 work object. Now you can see that clipboard structure, the work object details in the clipboard, remote user clipboard. Immediately just refresh. How many number of threads? Okay, now see this one, E4002 work object. So like this, by using the remote trace and remote clipboard, interview point of view, they will ask you, how can you see the other user clipboard? How can you see the other user clipboard, etc. So beautiful options are present here, and if you want, you can terminate the trace as well. And if you want to, so start profiling means if you want to analyze the performance as well, you can use the start profiling. If you want, you can terminate means if you want to terminate the user session, I will show you that as well. Okay. And if you want to see any java stack trace error messages, and if you use the clipboard also, just see this one, analyze the clipboard. How much size of the clipboard, see this one. Now it is for the remote user. Estimated data size of the requester all threads is this much, 7450 kilobytes. See, this is the remote user. So who is the remote user here? This guy. How many number of threads? E4002 standard MTSP1. Okay. Now if you want to analyze the clipboard size of that remote user also, you can analyze. So there are two options: view clipboard and analyze the clipboard. See, this is a one thread and this is another thread, and this is the portal MT, another thread, and this is the standard thread. So total how many number of threads? So across these threads, across these many pages, see this one, E4002 standard MTSPI. So I'm taking this as E4002. For example, I'm taking this thread. This thread contains how many number of pages? These many number of pages. Now go back here. Where is E4002 thread? Okay, this is a standard thread. This is MTSP1. Assuming this is the requester thread, but let me open once again. Analyze the clipboard. I want to know that thread E4002. Probably this is the requester. This is the requester. Standard MTSP1. DCPSA portal. Standard thread. Where is that E4002 thread? So like this you can analyze. For example, you can take the standard thread, just for understanding purpose. You can take standard thread, how many number of these are the pages. See, go back, just switch to the standard thread of this session. These are the pages, let me take one page, for example, raro list. Assuming raro list is that page is present in the standard thread. See this one, raro list, and how much size? 14, and one rows heavyweight, because lightweight, heavyweight, there are page list having this feature, heavyweight or lightweight. Okay, again, okay, etc. You can go through all these features. Also you can analyze the clipboard, remote user clipboard. I hope uh, this video will be helpful for you to understand remote tracing, analyzing the clipboard, and viewing the clipboard. And if you want, you just simply terminate the user session just by click on uh, terminate. See this one, and I click on terminate. The requester will be, so see, requester terminated. Requester terminated means session logout. See, just actions and refresh. There is no requester. Type browser. See, where is the admin 2? And even if you open this application also, If you click on anywhere, it's automatically log off. Okay, so like this, uh, similarly, you can see the number. We can explore these many options, analyze the clipboard, view clipboard, Java stack tracer, terminated tracer. If you want to, and the performance details also, you can measure the performance and you can start profiling. Uh, and if you want to see the requester details, what is the requester ID, requester name, just click on the requester details. See, this is the request ID, operator name, etc., the number of entries. So everything, each and every information related to that particular requester. This is nothing but a requester ID. This is nothing but a requester ID. Okay. In one way, I can say this is also a session. This is also a one session. Okay. So that's all. I hope you understand this concept. Thank you.